Thank you, Mr. President. Members, I want to take a minute to thank Senator Johnston and Senator Spence for their hard work on this bill. I actually have their autographs on this bill because I believe this is a historic time in our state's history. We have the ability to truly transform the way we do business here in the state of Colorado, and hopefully in that process transform the way we do education across this country. This is a watershed moment that I did not want to let go by idly. I wanted to make sure that I honored those that have been working so hard on this bill and fighting in the trenches. I also want to thank the American Federation of Teachers that came out in support of this bill, a teachers union that came out in support of this bill last week before it went through all the machinations in the House. My county, their teachers union is the American Federation of Teachers. Douglas County, this bill forces Douglas County to go backwards. We have such progressive teacher reform in Douglas County that we're leading the nation in Douglas County. We're making Douglas County go backwards with this bill. But I think this bill is so important that I want to come out and support this bill. Because it may be bad for Douglas County, but it is great for the kids in the Denver public school system. The kids that have been forced to be in a failed public school system because of some of the draconian measures that have been put in place over the years. We have been failing those kids for way too long. It is incumbent upon us as legislators to break down those walls, break down those barriers, and give freedom and opportunity to those kids in our failed public school systems across the state. I would rather put our kids back a little bit in Douglas County to be able to help the rest of the students across the state, and hopefully the rest of the students across this country that are in similar chains and bondage to teachers' unions across this country. Maybe we might be able to break down those barriers. That's how important this is. The American Federation of Teachers, God bless them for coming out in favor of this bill early. In Douglas County, we have the highest CSAP scores in the state. And the credit goes to the teachers. We're not blaming teachers for poor education. We're not blaming teachers in Douglas County for anything. We are crediting them. And I credit the teachers union in Douglas County for giving us the best scores in the state. How amazing is that? My kids are in the public school system, but they go to a charter school. A charter school that is at will. If the principal thinks that those teachers aren't doing their job on day one, they can be fired. Not 3 years down the road, day one. And my kids' schools are the best schools in the state in CSAP. Not just in Douglas County, in the state in CSAP. At will. Why should we have a system where failed teachers are protected and kids are put in bondage in those situations to a failed teacher for 3 years? If they are excelling, we should promote those teachers. If they are providing opportunities for kids and giving kids the greatest opportunities, we should encourage that. But if they are failing, they should be able to have, the parents and the kids should have better. 3 years? And we're celebrating that? 3 years? And I'm saying, give me your autograph? How sad is that? We should expect more from our teachers. We should expect more from our principals. We should give more opportunity to our kids. And we're fighting down here like this is the biggest bill in the history of the world because we are pushing it back to 3 years? God bless the the American Teachers Federation. God bless them. God bless Mike Johnston for standing up and saying, we can do better. God bless Representative Scanlon for standing up and saying, we can do better. And the other members of her party that fought hard, the speaker who fought hard to say we can do better. This is an amazing day in the state of Colorado. From those kids that are in failed classrooms across the state, for those parents who, because they live in a certain neighborhood, have to send their kids to those schools. Thank you. Thank you, Senator Johnston, Senator Spence, for everything that you've done to bring freedom and opportunity to those kids and those parents.